Hey, what's up guys? I am back for another video. I'm going to be sharing my current favorite things. I have been, like every week, I have a goal of making a YouTube video and going to do this video, and I just have not had a chance, and it's mostly because of babysitting and just trying to get somebody to watch the kids while I can do this. So it's always kind of a juggle of who's available, if my husband's gone, or if he's here, or if my mom can do it. And my mom just had foot surgery, so it's been a little bit more challenging lately just because she's not quite as available to me. So we're just kind of making do. But I have so much to show you, and I'm so excited to be able to sit down and finally do this and be able to just kind of catch up with you guys. And I hope that you guys watched my last Hawaii video. I know it was kind of long, but there was just so much fun footage that I just had a hard time narrowing it down, and I hope that you guys really enjoyed it. I really loved hearing about how people would watch it with their kids, and it's so much fun because we had like, I think 11 kids and 12 adults, so it was definitely like kid-friendly vacation, and it was just kind of everywhere. But we had so much fun, and the kids were so good, and then we still talk about it, like they asked to go to the beach here. I'm like, honey, if we go to the beach here, you cannot swim in the ocean. So it's a little bit colder here, so. But yeah, we had so much fun. And, oh, another thing I wanted to address too is I did start another Instagram account. It's called TheWayWeAre.CO. And it's been really fun just kind of starting over from scratch. I think people are more like personal now that it's kind of consolidated. I have like, I don't know, it seems like it's more personal. People comment more and are just more social with me that way, and doesn't feel like so overwhelming too. So it's just kind of refreshing just to start anew. And yeah, so go ahead and follow me on that. Also on my Twitter, I've been tweeting a lot too. My Twitter name is TheWayWeAre.CO, so please check that out. And I will go ahead and get started here. By the way, I feel like a diva today. I mean, I always kind of feel like that if I wear fur, so if I act a little diva-ish, it's because of the fur, not me. Oh, and I just got my nails did today too. Yeah, I'm feeling very like mama glam today. But I just got my nails done today, and I picked out a purple color for my color of nail. And when she was painting it on, it would go dark, and then it turned lighter, and then it went dark at the end. But I guess it's supposed to be like it changes color due to heat. It's crazy. So the part where it touches my actual nail bed, it's white. And then the longer part, like the tip, is purple. So after I got my nails done and went out in the rain, when the raindrops were falling on my nails, they totally made rain drops on my nails, like purple nail. I can't like describe it. Purple spots, like it was raindrops on my nails. It was crazy. So I was kind of not expecting it. They didn't really describe it that well, or I didn't really understand. So when they did it, I was kind of like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I guess that's, yeah. But I don't know. If you guys haven't heard of that, I had not heard of that. So it's kind of cool. It's like mood ring, but for your nails. And I told my husband, you better watch out if they're all white. Okay, so let's get started on my stuff. And you guys, if I have already mentioned some of these things already, please forgive me. I'm an airhead sometimes. Okay, a lot of the times. So if I do mention it again, it's because I really like it. So that's what, I'm just going to put that out there. First things I'm going to talk about is foundations, because it's the foundation, and it's the first thing really, I don't know. Okay, so I wanted to talk about kind of comparing these two foundations. I have very oily skin, so whenever there's a new matte foundation that comes out, I'm like drawn to it, like moth to the fly. Like, is there something that's going to help me stay matte throughout the day? There's nothing I've ever tried that I do not have to have a powder over the top of. I am just way too shiny, way too oily, and it is a major bummer that I have to do that. But at the same time, I kind of have to remind myself that oil is good too. It helps you stay younger. It helps your skin stay younger. So that's my little like, it's okay. It's kind of good too. So I got these two. This is the YSL Le Tint Encre de Peau. Okay, wow. Fusion Ink Foundation. I should just read it in English. Okay, and then I also got this Maybelline, this is new stuff. I think that just came out. Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. These comparable I would definitely say this one would be my go-to. I think it's just, I don't know. This one's $6 and this one's $60. And I would definitely, if you had a choice between the two of them, I would definitely go with this. I think this is actually what I'm wearing today. It does a great job. It's good coverage. It spreads on well. And also, another side note, any matte foundation I like to apply with a damp Beauty Blender sponge, just because if you try to do a brush, it's different than moving like a luminous foundation around because that is so smooth. But the matte foundation kind of needs like, it just spreads easier with this. So I definitely recommend that for either of these. It helps it just kind of cover, and otherwise I feel like it just grips onto your skin more. So that's just a little side note. But I was just thinking, I didn't really compare these at first, but I got them kind of around the same time. This one a little while ago and this one just more recently. But I was like, if I had a choice between the two, I would just go with this one. I think this one is really comparable and so much cheaper, and it did a really great job. And I thought it fit my skin color really well too. And I would definitely check that out if you need a matte foundation, or if that's like a look you want to try too. That is definitely a new go-to for me right now. A new favorite, this is just like the sample size that Sephora sent me, is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I've heard lots of good things about it, and I was excited to try it when they sent me a little sample, and it's almost out. I used this all through Hawaii with my L'Oreal Visible Blur Foundation. These two were just like perfect in Hawaii. This stuff is amazing. It is totally fine for, I think, all skin types, because it didn't make me super oily, but it didn't make me dry either. I just felt like I was kind of dewy in Hawaii. And when you take this stuff out and put it like on the back of your hand, it literally looks like pudding. Like a couple times I was like, no, that's not food. So anyways, this definitely was my go-to in Hawaii, and I think I'll be wearing it a lot in summer. I think it just like, it didn't melt off my skin at all. It stayed put, but it wasn't like trying to be too matte, but it wasn't like greasy too. So I don't know how to describe it, but it just goes on so creamy and smooth and just such good coverage. So this was the same kind of texture too to it. It's just really, really, really creamy and smooth and easy to put on. I have other matte kind of primers that is like glue when you put it on, and it just kind of, I don't know, it feels like it doesn't spread as well. But this stuff really goes on and covers and just really just preps it for the foundation, which I really, really liked about that. So, which is what primer is supposed to do. So that's it for foundation. The next thing I want to talk about is I have gotten lots of different eyeshadow palettes lately. I kind of went overboard, I have to say, but I just want to talk about some of my favorites with you. The first one is the Chocolate Bar Too Faced palette, and this is definitely like an everyday go-to palette. It just has the most pretty neutral colors that are so warm, and it's just like, it's wearing like a cup of cocoa on your eyes, and it's just amazing. I think like every color is so pretty and so smooth and creamy to put on, and it's really, really blendable, and I have got to say it is probably one of my favorite palettes. I know that in the morning if I grab this, it is just good to go. I don't have to worry about, you know, like thinking about it too much, you know. I can pick like a few and blend them in, and it's gonna work. So it's not like crazier palettes where you really have to like think like, is this gonna go well together? I don't know. I might look like a little bit like Mimi on what's that show. The next one I'm gonna talk about is a little bit like more fun, I would say. I could definitely wear this on a daily basis as well. This is the Vice palette. I know they're coming out with a new Vice palette or something, limited edition. And I just have to say, it is really, really easy to get caught up with the makeup world, as far as there's always something new coming out, and it's like the competitive part in me, or like the shopaholic part in me probably more like wants to like get everything and like try everything, and you know, who doesn't? But let me just say, not to like buy into everything, you know what I mean? Like, let me help you, or like let other YouTubers help you kind of decide what is really worth it. So that's just something that I wanted to throw in there. Anyways, this palette my husband got for me for Christmas, and I actually dropped it when we went to Hawaii, and a few of them broke, and Sephora sent me a brand new palette, and I was like, yes, thank you. I mean, you pay $60 for a palette, and then you break it right away, and it's just like, oh, it's not perfect anymore, and it's just kind of heartbreaking. But that's what's so cool about Sephora, is they'll have your back. Favorite ones in it, like favorite shades in this palette, are probably Sonic, Vanity, Alchemy, and Last Sin. Okay, I'm just going to keep going because I was like, oh no, they're all kind of my favorite. So yeah, they're really, really pretty. I love this palette. The Vice palettes are definitely, I don't know, Urban Decay just does a great job with her eyeshadows. So they're all beautiful. I can't say enough. Moving on. This is not a palette, but these are more eyeshadows. They're individual eyeshadows from Makeup Geek. And what I'm wearing today is this purple one here, if I can get it out. And I think it's called Caitlin Rose. Yeah, Caitlin Rose. And it is so pretty. The colors, you guys, are so crazy just by themselves, like without adding any other color to it. It's just like, I can't get enough of them. I think they're so amazing. And I think she's coming out with some new ones too. I really, really like them. I'm going to show you guys just on my fingertips what they look like. This is Caitlin Rose. Get it big enough on my finger here. That's so pretty. There's another one here, and this one is called, can't get it with my nails, you guys. Center Stage. This beautiful blue color. And then there's this green color that's to die for as well. Let's see what name it is. Jester. It is so pretty. I can't wait to do more looks with this. Some days when I actually have time to do makeup, I want to like do my eye and then like take it off and then do it again and then do, because I don't have enough days in the week, and I don't really have enough time to do my makeup all the time, which I wish I did. Oh my gosh, you guys, this color is so pretty. Okay, this is Houdini. Oh, that blue. It's like a teal kind of color. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. Oh, I cannot get enough, you guys. These are so beautiful. And the prices for these are more than their normal eyeshadows, but they're so pretty and I think so worth it. If you want to invest in just like some really good, like this is what I, like her eyeshadows are like my base. Like I just go to them constantly. So for normal ones, for foiled ones, they're just good to go and magic for your eyes. So is nothing new. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the contour kit, and I just recently, I don't know, a month or two ago, got it, bit the bullet and got it, and I really, really have been loving it. Most of the products that I'm mentioning, by the way, today I'm wearing, so I will use this palette today, and I love the banana powder for underneath my eyes and just kind of anywhere I want it to be highlighted. And then for my contour, I have been mixing the bottom 3 colors. I've tried them individually and haven't really liked them, and then mixed them all together on my Ita brush and have done that and have really, really liked it. So that's what's kind of fun about palettes. You can mix and just kind of make it your own too. So that's definitely been a go-to for me lately. And for blush, I may have mentioned this before, actually I think I have, but it is my favorite blush. It is by Kat Von D and it's Wish, and it is just the most beautiful, natural looking blush. It's not like too natural though. Like I want it to give me that glow. So it's just natural enough, and it is just so beautiful and blendable, and I have really, really, really been loving it. It's definitely been my favorite blush lately. So that is definitely a favorite. Also, I might have already mentioned this one too, so just kind of bear with me. But this is the Hourglass Ambient palette, and the only one that I've really used is the middle one. So would I recommend getting this whole palette? Probably no. They sell these individually, and I would just buy an individual one that matches with your skin tone. I tend to go with a lighter one because my skin is a little bit lighter. So this is just great for a like natural highlight. I'm not wearing this one today. I'm wearing Opal by Becca, and this is definitely more of like a bam highlight, which I like it sometimes, but sometimes I just want to go with a little bit something more subtle. So that is a go-to for me, but definitely get the individual one because I think some of them look better on different skin types. So just a little FYI.